Welcome back to another episode of Battle Talks. Today we have my boy, Markell Pettaway. You know, a lot of
Sir.
y'all may not know or who know. Is my best friend. We've been knowing each other since third, fourth grade. You know what I'm saying? Been my
Yep.
dog for a minute now. So, you know, we going on 29. So that's a lot about
Oh
who we
yeah.
are. So we'll get started. You know what I mean? I know your life, but, you know, tell the people about your life and we'll go from there. So, you know, where you grow up and how was your upbringing with your family?
Yeah. First of all, we big 30.
Big 30 this year.
Yeah, but y'all, if you don't know, my name is Markell Pettaway. From a little small town, Tarboro. Hour and 30 minutes east of Raleigh. There ain't too many people there, but you know what I'm saying. It's a good town to be from, whatever. But I'm in the United States Navy. I've been in about 4 years now. Um, my rank is E5. That's L2, and AO is aviation ordnance. So basically what I'm on is building bombs, breaking out missiles, count rounds and things like that. So I make everything go boom. So I'm the dangerous part of the military.
Got you. But yeah, man. So yeah, that was part of the reason why I want to have you on. So you're in the military, you know what I'm saying, as a black man, you know what I mean? So that's a lot in itself, but we'll get to that a little later on down the line. But
Oh yeah.
so yeah, you grew up with your mom, you know what I mean,
Yep.
and you know your family. So kind of get into like who you grew up with and how that was for you, you know what I'm saying, growing up.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? All through the years I grew up with my mom, my grandma and my great grandma and my little brother. So it was always us five, you know what I'm saying? You catch them anywhere, you catch us anywhere, you know what I'm saying? So I was basically raised by like all women, you know what I'm saying? That's why the respect for women that I have is, you know what I'm saying, strong. So you could say a single parent home because my mom was definitely that. I was fortunate to have a mother that she really cared for me and my brother. She put herself behind to let us get our goals in place. You know what I'm saying? And so that gave me a newfound respect for my mother because I
Yeah.
watched her go through a lot of stuff for me and my brother. Raising two black males in America, it's already tough in itself. So kudos to mom and you know what I'm saying, kudos to grandma.
Yes, that's another thing. Like, you know what I mean, a lot of like we have in common. A lot of black dudes though, for real,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we literally go through that single family household. And I was just talking to Marquette about it too. I had him
right.
in an interview before, but just basically the same thing. Like you don't know what you really go through or the morals of value you get until later
Yeah,
on in life. Like my mom's single
that's
too, you know
definitely.
what I mean? So
Yep.
I ain't know, you know what I mean, the struggle she was going through. Like now I'm of age, I got
Yeah.
bills. You like, oh yeah, this tough. Like, you
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I
You
had a sister.
appreciate things more.
Yeah, so and I had a sister, you know what I mean? So, you know, a single parent with two kids, it's like,
Yeah.
bro, like they were really breaking their neck, you know
That's,
what I mean, to make
yeah,
stuff happen.
yeah.
So but you did have a father figure in your high too. Like your mom did
Mm.
marry. So you did have a stepdad. So
Yep, my stepdad.
kind of talk about their relationship with y'all and like how it was for you, like the value you got
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah. So once my mom married my stepdad, you know what I'm saying? That's the male figure in my life, my father figure. Uh we actually don't use the word stepdad because he played a major role in my life. He's part of the reason why I'm in the military right now. So growing up with him, he's very laid back. He don't really say too much. So you kind of just watch him, you know what I'm saying? Just look at his actions and his actions
Mm-hmm.
speak louder than his words.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know what I'm saying, showed me how to do a lot of stuff in my car. I had the Cadillac back in the day that always broke down. So, I had to figure out some things on my own. And Pop always just give me advice on a lot of stuff, man. And it'd be deeper conversations when we together. Like we can just be sitting looking at anything. Majority of the time we looking at sports, of course.
Right.
And we just talk about life in general. And he'll just give me his experiences and then I just take it from there. But
Yeah.
it was very great. When my mom married him, I was very pleased. You know what I'm saying? He cook on the grill a lot. So that's one of my favorite parts about him. So the man can throw down.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he held me and my brother down.
So he
He
just gave
did.
out a lot of free game too, like you said, like coming up, and a lot of us don't have that type of opportunity. A lot of us don't have that type of you know, father figure in our lives from a
Right.
stepdad perspective or what. But like you said, we had that, and then we had coaches along the way too. So you know, we
Definitely.
both played
Definitely.
sports. We had, you
Definitely.
know, basketball, football coaches, all that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I ran track. and you played baseball. That's the only sport we really play together. You know, you tried track, but it didn't really work out for you. It was too much running for my boy.
We'll get into that.
But yeah, so boom, we get into that. You grow up, you know what I mean? And then you know, so let's you know, start getting into your life, like kind of, you know, how it was from, you know, elementary, middle school, high school, you know, how you got into sports, you know what I mean? And kind of, you know, we took off from there.
So I got into sports because of Jarvis Pettaway, of course. You know what I'm saying? Javo baby.
Yeah.
But started playing rec football around what 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
Played for at the time was the Little Raiders.
Yeah.
It was a black and silver or whatever. Started playing around that time. Didn't know nothing about football. I remember we played our first game, Blue Ridge, and the young cat who was on the bottom of the pile, he said, "That's ball game." Hold the ball up, said ball game. I'm like, "What's ball game?" I'm looking around like, "What's ball game?" Then, you know what I'm saying, through the years, growing up in Tarboro football, we became basically legendary.
Yeah.
Because the next year, the following year, we went to the championship. We lost, but we had a pretty good season. On up to, you know, we were playing our 4 teams in divided up in the rec center. We got experiences there. Then we got to middle school. That's all she wrote from there. Once we got to middle school, man, we start whipping on everybody.
Yeah.
Once we get to high school, man, it was definitely different. You start understanding the game. You start meeting people that played there and people that played the next level that can teach you a lot of things about football. You know what I'm saying? Life lessons in general. And you know, Tarboro football, it is what it is. It's greatness. You know what I'm saying? Started out on JV. My 9th grade year, played quarterback. As you know, we went 10-0.
Yeah.
Got pulled up our freshman year, man. Started playing varsity ball there. And we just took off from there, man. It was a great experience with all the guys, all the coaches.
Yeah, so those who don't know, and I spoke about it in my first episode, but if you're just catching up, we're from Tarboro. You're going to hear me talk about Tarboro all the time. Small town, but I'm going to talk about it every time. Home of Todd Gurley, home of Taquan Lewis, partial home of Montrezl Harrell. We'll give him a little bit. He ain't really from there, but he's from there. We'll give him that. You know what I mean? Sean Drone. So we like house of athletes, man, for real. From a small town, we probably 15,000 population, like something crazy like that. But you know what I mean? To have the amount of like athletes and talent come out of there, man, has been crazy. Even Kevin Bryant and Ricky Doziers of people that's
Donald
played
Frank.
like collegiate, Donald Frank, Thick Pen. Played 10
Marquetta
years at
Dickens.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, Marquetta Dickens.
Jonte Sherrod. We got some athletes.
Yeah, we got some athletes, man. It's been crazy. And we're going to probably get to talk to the majority of them on the podcast. So, you know, we definitely shout out to them leading the way before us. You know what I mean? But so boom, you playing football. You know what I mean? You playing basketball too. I don't know if you recognize the shirt, but I brought a classic for the.
Oh yeah. I don't know
classic. So we know we both played Tarboro basketball. You were fortunate to be one of the few 1,000-point scorers. Was 3, 4 maybe?
No, it's a good amount now. We just got a new
Nas Black. Nas Black. Yeah, shout out to Nas Black, man. I got to get him on the podcast too.
That's my guy.
So yeah, we newest. Remember the 1,000-point club? I spoke to Quetta before. I didn't know she was 2,000 points. I thought she was 1,000. I won't.
Quick.
I missed it. You know what I'm saying? Well, she did that. She almost did 1,000 in college. She did like 985, like 500 rebounds. Her career,
crazy.
Her career been crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So you know what I mean? You go through that phase, high school, college. You know what I'm saying? Sports. You at this point you go through that phase of like, all right, cool. I'm trying to hit the next level in college.
Trying to figure out life.
Yep. So let's go through the next couple of years. Like, what was the next couple of years for you after high school? You know what I mean?
So
what you want to do.
Right. So coming through high school, you know what I'm saying? I basically not necessarily said had everything handed to me, but I worked for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said,
it came a little easier.
Yeah, it came a little easier because I had the support around me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I got to college, it was very, very, very difficult. You know what I'm saying? It was a culture shock for one because I never was on my own. And then, you know what I'm saying? I felt like high school could have taught us a little bit better on how to prepare for college. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. With all the rigorous classes and the times that you don't have to wake up when you really don't like, you want to wake up, but you don't have to.
Man,
That was
yeah,
really hard for me, man.
yeah.
So I kind of took college for granted, and it was a lesson learned, of course. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I learned my values from it. It was a good experience. I got to experience the HBCU life at North Carolina Central University.
Shout out to Eagles.
Yeah, let's go, you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, so didn't work out for me. I ended up leaving there. Actually ended up moving to Raleigh and went to the Wake Tech out there. Went there for a little bit. Still wasn't feeling college.
yep.
Fast forward a few more years, I had decided that I need a new look. I need something that's bigger than myself. I always was a part of a team somehow, so that
Yep.
made me feel welcome. So I was like, what can make me feel that way again? So I was like, okay. I always thought about the military because in high school I was in JROTC,
Yep. Yep.
and
Got you started.
yeah, and yep. So I was already a part of the military, but when I finally decided to go, I was still skeptical because I wanted to know, like, is this gonna really help me? Is this gonna get me where I want to go? So I ended up joining the Navy. I actually went to each recruiting military. So I went to Marines first. I went to Marines, so I already knew I wasn't going to Marines. That's a whole different ballgame. Shout out to the Marines, man.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
solid. But yeah, so I wanted to go to everybody to see what they would tell me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, I wanted them to give me the real and not tell me, like, not trying to sell me a dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I went to my recruiter, my Navy recruiter, and he just gave it to me point blank. You're like, man, it's gonna be days you just wake up, you don't even want to do that. Like, you're gonna go on deployments. It can be like 8 to 9 month deployments. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I got the real, and I was like, okay, I can go with this Navy, man. He telling me what's up, and I actually clicked with my recruiter. So I joined the Navy in 2016. People don't know I joined in 2016, but you and DJ was there
Yeah.
at
DJ.
Melts
Yep.
with me.
Yep.
Yep. And I signed my contract, but I had to go in this thing called DEP. So DEP is just waiting to leave. And it's a program that, like, try to keep the sailors out of trouble, keep them fit, and
Yep.
keep give them some knowledge before they go to basic. So I did that. Waited 9 months in the DEP.
9 months. Yeah. I'm about to say how long was
Yep,
that? It was
9
nine
months.
months.
Yep, 9 months. That was pretty rough 9 months, man. I was ready to go.
But you were
But
still here though, right? The 9 months, right? You just staying. I
right.
got you. Okay.
Yep. I'll just report to the recruiting station just to see, check in, make
Check
sure
in.
I'm good. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? So uh fast forward, I end up leaving 2017 April, went to Great Lakes, and that's when life began for me, man. The Navy been pretty good to me.
Yep.
I can't lie, man. It has its up and downs, but it's been pretty good to me. Like I said, E5 in 4 years. That's on a fast track. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Kudos to, like, my chain of command or whatever. And chain of command is like your leadership,
Yep.
supervision. You know what I'm saying? That the guys get paid the big bucks. But yeah, shout out to them. A lot of people believe in me from the start. Coming from basic, I was an A-Rod calling cadence. You know what I'm saying? That's a leadership role. With the A school became a schoolhouse leadership. And that's you like I wouldn't necessarily say the top sailor in the schoolhouse, but
Yeah.
you looked at it as like, okay, you run the schoolhouse. Like, that's
Leadership.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So end up getting to the carrier, USS Ronald Reagan. And that was a whole different
Whole different ball
ball
game.
game.
We're,
Yeah,
we're, we're
whole
gonna
different
back
ball
up. We're
game.
gonna back up a little bit before you get to that. So going
Okay.
through boot camp, I know you ain't gonna talk about specifics,
Yeah.
but like, what
Yeah.
was it like mentality wise, like coming in compared to like the middle of it compared to the end? I'm pretty sure it was like phases because
Yeah.
you were there
It was
for
different.
what, like a month?
No.
Oh, you there for
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
So
Like
yeah,
8 weeks.
what mentality wise? What it started coming in like? All right, you got one mentality. What
Yeah.
changed? Like,
So
okay, boom, this okay, this really what's going on. Like, what was
right.
that phase?
So first, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be curious about what you're gonna get when you first get there. You just
Yep.
like, okay, we about to go in an environment we've never been in before. And you probably watched YouTube a couple times to see how boot camp was gonna be.
Yep.
And like I said, what always got me prepared for that moment was the Marine boot camp. I'll watch theirs instead of watching ours or Air Force or anything like that. Or I'll watch a SEALs training. I was like, okay, I embedded that in my mind, like, it's gonna be rigorous. So, you know what I'm saying? When you first get there, you go through this thing called P days. And it's the processing days. And you just going through all the phases, man. Getting off the bus, they doing all the yelling, and you just like, oh, okay, I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
just shocked by you shocked, and you just looking around, looking in your environment, just checking out, observing everything. And so you just going through the processes, getting your haircuts, getting your shots. You know what I'm saying? Things like they're getting some of your uniforms. You don't get all your uniforms at that point. Get all your measurements. You know what I'm saying? You necessities, all that, and
Yeah.
you get put in your divisions at that point. And we actually stayed up. Whew, man, we stayed up so long. I almost forgot my name.
This
But
like
yeah,
first
so
coming in.
it's first coming in because
Yeah.
you come in or whatever. You sitting there waiting for your RDCs, recruit division commanders. You wait for your RDCs to come pick up they group. So it's a lot of people just sitting in the hallway, and
Yeah.
they just break you off in sections. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but me, I was fortunate enough to go to basic with a person that I knew from MEPS. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of tagged along, just like, hey, you look out for me, I look out for you. And, you know what I'm saying? A little buddy system, just encouragement when you need it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Support.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So that's the first phase. You go through that. You know what I'm saying? You stay off away from all the other recruits that's like in not like further phases. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So fast forward a little bit, you go get your compartment. Well, they call ships. They named all the barracks after ships. So my ship was USS Kearsarge, ship 11, I believe. It's been a minute now, so I don't really know it.
Yeah.
But you get there, you go through all your military learnings. You know what I'm saying? They build you up, break you down,
Yeah.
try to get the civilian world out you, just put you into like a sailor mindset. You learn a lot of stuff, man. You learn a lot of history stuff about the Navy.
Yeah.
And you also learn a lot of stuff about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like what got me through really was just knowing that it was their job to yell at us. It was their
Yeah.
job to like
Know
embed
why
it
you there? Yeah. Yeah.
information. And yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So they looked at me as like the old guy because I was 25 when I came in. It was probably like three of us that was like 24, 25, and 26. You know what I'm saying? So they looked at us for guidance. You know what I'm saying? I've been through the real world. These guys
Right.
coming
Right.
out of high school, you know what I'm
They
saying?
don't know.
Coming
They
out of
don't
their
know the
parents'
real
house, they
world
don't
is
know.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
They don't
don't
know.
know. Yeah, they don't know right now. So they just it's overwhelming for a lot of kids, man. But that's why you know what I'm saying, emotional support for a lot of people, man. That I'm big on it. Like support for anybody, I'm big on it. If you need help, you know what I'm saying, I get you through. And so in between the learning phases, now you're on the downslope or whatever, and you don't learn everything you need to learn in basics. So now you're on the up and out side. You know what I'm saying? When I say up and out, I mean you at the last phase of
Yeah.
basic. You about to leave. You know what I'm saying? So you go through this training. It's real. It's not too bad. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the point that you up a lot of hours, and you know what I'm saying. And you got to think through. They give you certain situations. You got to be able to think and complete that situation or that task. But yeah, other than that, man, it's just like a new environment. You know,
Yeah.
you never
It's like
been in it,
anything else.
so it's
Just
just
trying to adapt.
curiosity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you
Yeah.
just gotta adapt. And you
Yeah.
know, being if you play sports, 9 times out of 10, you really will be fine because it's like a team effort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You done been on a team plenty of times. Like if you even in drama or science team or anything like any team,
Just
if
teamwork
you
in
was a
general.
part of the team, it's basically what it is. Just trying to get your mind set on helping the next man, helping the next woman. You know what I'm saying? In the
Yeah.
front of you, back you, always got your back. You know what I'm saying? So that's all basically is, man. That's all it is. It's not too rigorous. You know, we got other spec ops and you know what I'm saying, special warfare that go through stuff harder than your average sailors, like
Yeah.
your rated sailors like AOs and AMs and ITs and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Now that side I can't talk about because I ain't been through it. But
Right.
I done
Right.
seen videos, I done heard a lot about it. Respect to them. They go through a lot more than what we do. And you know what I'm saying? So pay my homage to them.
No, for sure. Um, so you do basic training, and you know what I mean, you go through that phase, kind of get your like your role, like you know, that's when you find out after the fact of what you're gonna be doing So then you go through, and then you go to A school for a little bit. You're down in Florida for a little while, and then after that you leave and you go to
your command.
Right, and that was U.S. The
USS
USS
Ronald Reagan. That's over there in Japan, 7th Fleet. They really just patrol over there, South China Seas and things like that. We got the big dogs over there, per se, China, Russia, North Korea.
Yeah.
Little old Reagan down there by himself. We got other ships over there like destroyers, LHDs, cruisers, and things like that. But the Reagan, the big dog over there. So we don't held our stances a lot on a lot of deployments, and it was a good experience. But it's rough. It's rough when you have a spouse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got somebody that you have to make sure is good at all times. Like any situation that come up, and you can't, you know what I'm saying, be there for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It weighs on you. It weighs a toll on you mental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Physically, you're not in a space that really help them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For them to so people don't know. So you were married prior to leaving.
Bro.
So was that the same year, 2016, 17?
17, yeah. So 17. I married Jacoya in 2017.
17.
Yeah, right before I left.
Got married right before you left, and then had to leave your spouse to go be in the military. You basically was away in total, like you weren't a resident of the U.S. for 3 years. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's the backstory on what he mentioned about y'all. So I mean, even from a perspective of like family and friends, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't get a chance to like talk to them and be, you know what I mean? Well, us, including myself, because I'm in that too. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But yeah, like so going through that, like what would be some tips you would give somebody that's like wanting to go to the Navy or already in the Navy right now? You know what I mean? Just out. You know what I'm saying? Just out there in the waters right now. Like, what was some of the things that kind of kept you steady? You know what I mean? Kept you in the right mind.
So I was big on you can't change anything that's out of your reach. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is like certain things you don't have control over. You can't put your mental in that situation because it's harmful to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you should look at any situation as a positive situation. You're gonna have your bad days, but I say bad moments because you're not gonna go 24 hours in a whole bad mood. So it's not a bad day. You know what I'm saying? You just got to find that one thing that could change your mind about that situation, that bad situation. So I will always think about cookouts or, you know what I'm saying, being around family and just having fun. And I'll put myself in that moment and just be like, all right, I got that moment. Now it's back to reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I used to talk, you know what I'm saying? I used to check in with my wife like almost every night when internet and stuff is up.
Yeah.
So just to see, you know what I'm saying, just to see her emailing me, just to see my mom emailing me, like y'all emailing me, you know what I'm saying? It brought a smile to my face. Y'all probably don't even know. Messaging y'all, I'll just be sit back like just smiling, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not with family. You with people you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know them because you work with them, but
on the other side
you
of the
living
world.
with other side of the world, 6,000 miles away, and you in the middle of the ocean. And that's a whole another story. Just seeing water. Just to back up, whatever. When you went on that cruise and you was like, man, this is so peaceful. Man, I messaged you and I'm ready to get off this water. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just try to stay positive. Always be optimistic, man. That's the best part. Like that's what helped me out the most. I always try to look at the positive side.
Yeah.
And I always remember anything in the military is temporary. You're not gonna be there forever. So just think about the end result. Always, you know what I'm saying? Always focus throughout, you know what I'm saying, the whole deployments or wherever you may be. Because you know what I'm saying, you in the 1% of a job that's real vigorous. So, you know what I'm saying, a lot of casualties happen. So you gotta focus. You know what I'm saying? You gotta focus throughout. You know what I'm saying? Pop out of your little, you know what I'm saying, your little zone or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Have your moment, you know what I'm saying, to yourself, you know, calm yourself down or whatever, then hop back into reality. That's what kept me going, man.
That's real. We and I've had a couple conversations already with like different people about stuff like that. But big things like I said from that other people probably should take from that is control what you control.
Yep, that's it.
That's one of my life mottos, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's
you know what
it.
I mean? From grad school, you know what I mean, to work, or, you know what I mean, studying, whatever it was, like, you know, shoot, just working out in the weight room, anything, you know what I'm saying? You know
Right,
what I mean? Stuff happens, you know what I'm saying? Family, personal stuff happens, you know what I mean? And
right.
when you get out that space of not being able to worrying about stuff you can't control, you out of sync. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Your body
definitely,
out of sync, your mind out of
definitely.
sync, and then you can't even enjoy the day like you said that you in. You know what I mean? I know you said you can't, you know, go bad for 24 hours, but you can if you keep
Yeah,
yourself there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And Quetta said something that she played for Coach Yao, and she was just saying like
Mm-hmm.
how Coach Yao always said, like, you know what I mean, don't let a bad moment turn into a bad day, because, you know what I
Exactly,
mean, you have a moment,
exactly,
you ain't got to turn into a day. At that point, it's on you to control it. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly,
you're just going
exactly.
into it with a positive attitude, literally with anything from, you know what I'm saying, whatever you got going on in your life. Take
Exactly.
that, you know what I'm saying, be positive with it, move forward from whatever your
Mm-hmm.
situation you got going on, you know what I'm saying, and shoot, pray about it, let it go
Yes,
to God, you know what I'm
yes,
saying? And hey,
yes, bro.
that's it. And
That's it,
literally, like,
man.
I've seen stuff happen, and I'll be like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, you know what? I ain't even worry about it. Bro, like
Yep,
literally, and 2-3 days later or something, it just get taken care of, or
yep,
work out better than you thought it was. Like when the time
yep.
comes, bro, I'm telling you, like the power of that joint is crazy, just to just
It's
put faith
crazy,
in whatever
man.
you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So
It's crazy.
yeah, I just wanted to pinpoint that though. But so boom, you come back
Yeah.
couple of years, you know, 3 years down the line,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, you come back home. So this is recently, you know, people don't know, you
Mm-hmm.
just come back home. Well, when you
Yeah.
come back home,
I
like
came back
October,
November.
November.
Yeah, November.
So you
In
back since
November.
November 2020. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Post COVID, everything going on, because you supposed to came
Mm-hmm.
before
Yeah, I
um
supposed to left October 1st,
October. Yeah,
but COVID happened. Well,
push everything
pushed me
back.
back a
Yeah,
little. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So you back home now. You back in civilian life. You know what I mean? For the most part, you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
You got a,
yeah.
you know, a normal day on, you know,
Day
than
to day
before.
routine. Yeah,
Yeah. So like, you know, what's been the biggest thing when you've been enjoying it? I already know you enjoying it. You know what I mean? Back home
yeah.
at your
Of course, of
spouse. You know
course.
what I mean? So
Yeah,
like, just
yeah,
what's your mindset right now? Like, how are you, your thought process, and what you working on towards the future? You know what I mean? Navy, personal, or whatever.
yeah, yeah. Of course. It's been a lot easier, a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
I can come home, you know what I'm saying, and decompress, you know what I'm saying, with my wife. Majority of the time she'll have something cooked up for me, so that's always good, you
That's
know.
always, always.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She worked a lot too, but when we get together, man, just sitting back, we can catch a movie, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, have a few drinks, and just talk about life in general, man.
Yeah.
That's what I've been looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I always put myself in. When I was over there, I always snapped into just talking to her, just having fun, and then being able to link up with y'all whenever the weekend comes, just to
Yeah.
have that camaraderie. Like I appreciate that, man. I kind of took that for granted when I left. I was like, man, now I wish I can go this place, go that place, but you can't. But I'm back home, so I
Yeah.
basically do whatever I want to. But Navy got its restrictions because COVID.
Yeah.
So we right now, at first we was at a 50-mile radius. You know what I'm saying? So we couldn't go 50 miles outside of Norfolk base, and now we at a better radius. So I really ain't gonna get into that because
Yeah. Yeah. Nah.
but
Nah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we at a pretty good radius now. So
Yeah.
nah,
Just
do a
different
little bit
space.
more. Yeah, different space. You know what I'm saying? Do a little bit more shopping here
Yeah.
and there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Nah.
it.
For sure. And then like in that space, I just said, like, on the married piece, and then I spoke about this in the first episode.
Yeah,
Uh, I was married for a short period of time. Like, people know
right,
whenever I talk about it. Just some of the lessons I learned from that space, and what to look for in a relationship or in a spouse
right,
that
right.
complements you. Um, what would you give as advice to somebody that's dating, and or like already in like a relationship? You know what I mean? And finding a spouse or find somebody that fits you, because we see people all the time. Relationships is like the hot topic right now. All the
Right,
time, people
right.
talk about it. You know what I mean? So, what was some advice you would give for somebody? And we in the age bracket of that 29,
Yeah,
30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
kids. So everybody like they want to have kids or already have
Right.
kids.
Right.
Want to be married, not married. You know what I mean? So just give your take on that a little bit about the relationship and marriage standpoint.
Simple but not simple. You know what I'm saying? Understanding and communication. Understanding that what the individual want that makes them happy. You know what I'm saying? You can't change that. You can only make yourself happy. I can't go and make, you know what I'm saying, my wife happy.
Yeah.
I can give her things, you know what I'm saying? I can love her, but I can't love her more than she love herself.
Yeah.
Like, so a lot of stuff Jacoya be wanting to do, she just like, hey, babe, I want to do this. Whatever makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not disrespecting me or our relationship, I'm fine with it. And she always, you know what I'm saying, good with, you know what I'm saying, respecting us, you know what I'm saying, as a whole. So just basically, man, communication, understanding. You know what I'm saying? Be
let
open.
Her be free. Let her be
free.
Let
her be free or be open. Like, I see a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying, try to control like the relationship. I understand, you know what I'm saying, you want to be controlling, you the man. Just be a husband. And that controlling part just plays its part. You know what I'm saying? Just be a husband, you know what I'm saying? Provide, protect like you're supposed to. And she will follow suit. You know what I'm saying? So with us, I don't feel like I'm a controlled person. Like I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want her controlling me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with that aspect, like, don't try to control nobody. Be your own person. You know what I'm saying? Be your own individual. That's why they like you in the first place, for being yourself. So don't change it up. You know what I'm saying? So don't change it up. You know what I'm saying? Of course, y'all can, you know what I'm saying, advance in life and get ahead. If y'all tag team a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just be supportive in everything. Like, be on your spouse side no matter what.
No matter what.
You know what I'm saying? Out in the open, y'all is support, like 100%.
Yeah.
Behind closed doors, you can be like, all right, babe, that wasn't what we supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but always, yeah.
Now that's big though. Behind closed doors, we see people all the time, like our age or younger, or shoot, even older sometimes, just why you do all that? Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Females and guys. You know what I'm saying? We see it all the time, like stepping out of place. So now you both disrespecting each other, and now you look disrespected. You know what I'm saying? From a couple standpoint, you know, people not gonna respect y'all as much before because you're like, oh dang, like that's how they treating each other. You know what I'm saying? Their relationship is not in a suitable space of, you know, that people want to be in, or you would want to be in anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's key, like supportive communication.
Of course.
Like you said, openness is big. I think for men, I think us personally, I think the biggest probably being vulnerable is huge. We don't want to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? We talk, especially athletes. Be tough. Don't cry. Suck it up. You know what I'm saying? All that. But with a female, bro, you got to turn it off. You got to turn it off. You really got to turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not even that type of people. And then even me, like myself, like, I'm back digging now. You know what I'm saying? As you know. But yeah. We out here. But but you just really like realizing like yo, this is a sensitive person. You know what I'm saying? Females are very sensitive. You know what I'm saying? They're emotional. So how you speak to them, things you say, how you say it, how you move with them. You know what I'm saying? All that is key. You know what I'm saying? For them. So you can't just be out here just yelling like you in a football field. You know what I'm saying? And tackling them type stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just ain't, you know what I'm saying? But dudes really, you know what I'm saying, really don't think like that. I don't know if you watched the I Am an Athlete podcast.
No, I haven't.
You got to check that out.
Check that out, though.
Yeah. Ocho, Brandon Marshall.
Oh, okay.
Fred Taylor.
I do watch that. Yeah.
Crazy. Deep. But they were talking about that too. Like, that's all we talk is boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Tough all day long. But like them, they got kids. You know what I'm saying? They can't do that with no 3-year-old girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or little boy. Or even the boys learn to teach them, like, it's cool. Like, you want to cry, let it out. You know what I'm saying? Boom. But pick yourself up. Like you said, have a moment or have a day. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So they get into a lot of stuff too. But like, even for us, like not having kids, you know what I'm saying? Or just coming from the athlete world and then coming into like relationships or dealing with females and family, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't treat everybody the same. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So being like, having like, I'm not like a leader, like in my job or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? I get in some leadership type roles or whatever, but just learning how to deal with certain people, certain teammates, colleagues, all that matter. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. I just want to speak on that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know your take on that. And just a fun fact, if y'all didn't know, I put him and his wife together. You know what I'm saying? I always brag about that. Y'all been together how many years now? Well, y'all met.
We met back in 04.
Yeah,
We
04.
always known each other, you know what I'm saying? We went to elementary school together, but
right.
we started actually communicating. 2004 was in middle then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
middle
school, 29 years old. Y'all listen, it still happens out here. We still got, you know what I'm saying? You know, people see the older couples of you know, people older than us been together like 40, 50 years. Like, it's people still our age still doing it too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Respect to y'all, love to y'all, you know what I mean? You know, anything you want to live to any inspiring military men, Navy men, ex-athletes, you know what I'm saying? Give them some takes on how to go into that space, you know what I'm saying? And you know, how to prepare themselves.
Hey man. Me personally is figuring it out, man.
Yeah.
Like any situation, adapt to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You king, you know what I'm saying? Like it's you looked at wrong a lot, but deep down, a lot of people know what you're capable of.
Mm-hmm.
So you take that and apply that pressure. And I'm, you know what I'm saying, it's probably a little aggressive, but I always talk about, like, I step on people's necks when it comes to like this military thing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go get mine regardless. Like, I tell my wife, like, I observe everybody there, but they know I'm coming. So L2 Pettaway here. Now on to the next. Like, I'm here. So I just apply pressure, man. My best expertise, you know what I'm saying? I apply that, you know what I'm saying, and trickle it down to the junior sailor, and just like being supportive, just being that open ear.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, man, it's been times I can just sit back and just listen to a junior sailor go through stuff. And 9 times out of 10, they going through something really, really hectic. So, you know what I'm saying? Just being that listening ear, you know what I'm saying? Stepping on people's necks and just figuring it out. That's all.
Sure.
That's my keys. That's my equation.
Yeah, now for real. Ooh, like I said, I was talking to Markell in her interview. She said the same thing. Like coming from that, she was having a WMA trials. I gotta come in. I gotta kill everybody. Like I gotta, you know what I'm saying? That mentality is everything. And you know, rest in peace, Kobe. That was, I know it's your favorite athlete.
RIP, yeah.
That mentality though, him, Jordan, you know what I'm saying? We see people have, bro. That's what ignite them to their greatness a lot of times. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just don't know how to stop. All they know is, you know what I'm saying, apply that pressure 1,000 times %.
Yeah.
Non-stop, you know what I'm saying?
And
that's what makes a lot of people different from their greatness and who is mediocre, honestly. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. Not all the smartest, not all the strongest, you know what I'm saying? Just mentality. Right. You'll figure out the rest, like you said. But yeah, man, I appreciate you having you on, you know what I mean? Great episode, bro. You know what I'm saying? Always. Yes, sir. Respect to you.
My
See
dog.
you soon.
Yeah,
and y'all tune in for another episode, man. Battle Talks.
Battle Talks, man.
Yes, sir. All right, bro.
All right, bro. Yeah.